Hello, hello, crafty friends. This is Grace here at The Comfy Nest with Grace. I got a cute project for us tonight. Okay, look at these wreaths I found at Hobby Lobby today. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, what do you guys think? Are you guys a fan of these flocked wreaths? Not only is it flocked, which I think means just it has the white snow on it, but it's got like sparkle. It's not just, it has a little bit of sparkle. They're so pretty, you guys. These were in $12.99. They're 12 by 12. It says they're 12 inches. They were in the Christmas section today at Hobby Lobby. And Christmas is 50% off. So I got them for $6. And I bought 3 of them, thinking that I was gonna just hang 3 in a row, like on the wall in my kitchen. But then, you guys, I found this beautiful frame, and now I'm thinking differently. So hang tight. Before I get too far, before I get ahead of myself, let me just make sure I can find the feed, make sure it's working, make sure everything's going right. Hang tight. I want to check on that first, and then we'll get started with this project. So you guys have to help me decide, because I've got some beautiful papers to go along with this project, but I don't know which one to go with. There are just so many choices. So many choices. Okay, I found the feed. Oh my gosh, we're already at 77 people, which means we need to add people to the prize baskets. I'll draw for prizes tonight at the end, so make sure you stay with us live. Tracy, isn't that beautiful? Tracy says, pretty wreath. I'm good, Joyce. I had to go to a doctor's appointment today in Grand Forks, which is 90 miles away, and it was snowing and it was slick. It was slick. I don't like driving in the snow. I don't like it at all. But the good thing was 90 miles away means I get to go to Hobby Lobby, which I had to make a return. So then I ran through the Christmas section and found these beautiful wreaths. Is it wreaths? Is that the right way to say it? Hi, Jimmy Lou. Oh, yay, she got Happy Mail. I'm so glad you got it. Thank you for being a guest in the Craft Therapy Club. I so appreciate you, Miss Jimmy Lou. And everybody loved your little messy pumpkins. They love them. If you guys don't know Jimmy Lou Smallwood from the Messy Craft Corner, go check her out. She was a guest in my Craft Therapy Club, which is my paid membership group, this past month. And she's a love. She's an absolute dear, and she's so creative. Go check out her page. Go like and follow her page. She's a good one to follow and like. Hello, everybody. All right, listen, I gotta go get paper because we're already at 84 people, and I always add people to the prize basket when we hit increments of 25 viewers. I don't like snow either, Cheryl. Not a fan. Not a fan. It was snowing, but then, you know, when I hit the road and got on the highway, it was icky snow. Like, it was slippery and not fun. I did not enjoy the drive, but anyway, I got these beautiful wreaths, which I love so much. They really are beautiful. So anyway, all right, hang tight. Let me get some paper. You guys hang tight. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm right here, but I gotta get some paper. I got this calendar. Somebody gave me this calendar years ago. That was like a different piece of scrapbook paper for every day, and I have been cutting this and using that for my my prize basket. So with every 25 live viewers, I add a name that I randomly choose from the comments for the prize basket. So make sure that you at the very least, say hello. Let me know that you're here. Whoever sent me stars, I can see on here that there's 50 stars. Whoop, whoop, we got some stars. Yay, thank you, whoever gave me stars. I so appreciate that. Brenda says not ready for snow. Brenda Gill, I don't blame you, girlfriend. I'm not ready either. You know, it was really pretty. I have a really beautiful photo, actually, driving into our neighborhood back home. Very pretty. I don't like driving in it. I certainly don't like driving in it, and I don't like the cold weather that comes with it. Those cold temps, don't like it. All right, I got plenty of paper for the prize basket. So let's add some names. Hi, Miss Dawn. Hello, Janet. Thank you. She has a cute shirt. Thank you for that. Hello in Missouri, Miss Paula. Joyce, she says price. it was $12.99 originally, so it was half off. Everything at Hobby Lobby for Christmas is 50% off, and they have a lot of Christmas stuff. Like, how is it 50% off this soon before Christmas? I don't know, but I was happy. I bought 3 of them. I probably should have bought more because they're so beautiful. I suppose you could go online and buy more, right? I waited in line forever over there. Debbie Joy says, we're starting with rainy season here in Oregon. Ay, yay. Rainy season. Kim Palmer, Colden, Iowa, she says. Kim Palmer, your name is going in the prize basket. Guys, say that you sprinkled when you do. Make sure that you share. We say sprinkle. When you've sprinkled, let me know that you've done that. I'm going to add names to the prize basket. I randomly choose from the comments. Oh, I don't either. Tracy says, I don't look forward to, to snow. I don't either, friend. Sandy Wiles. She says, hi, Grace. How are you? Sandy, your name is going in the prize basket. So it's Sandy Pruitt Wiles. Name's going in the prize basket. So I'm going to I add a name for every 25 live viewers that we get. So thank you for sprinkling, Miss Sandy. Thank you. Kim says, I need to go to Hobby Lobby. No doubt. They have such cute stuff. Really, they really do have cute stuff right now. All right, let's see. Who else's name is going to go in the prize basket? We got Kathy Ray. She says she sprinkled. Kathy, it's Kathy McCombs. Ray, your name is going in the prize basket. And we have 103 viewers, so I'm going to add one more. And you guys keep sprinkling. The more folks that come on, the more names go in the prize basket. And I'm going to choose 1 or 2 names tonight. Let's see how we do with viewership tonight. Linda Peters. Linda Peters, your name is going in the prize basket. There you go, Miss Linda. Okay. Let's get these in the prize basket and then we'll get going. All right. Okay, so listen. This is what I found after I got this at Hobby Lobby, which I think was a fantastic deal. Whoever gave me stars, thank you. We're up to 150 stars, which is fabulous. So thank you very much to all who gave me stars. Hi, Marlena. Thank you, Sue, for sprinkling. And thank you, Kathy, for sprinkling. Janet says, I want the red door at Big Lots. I don't know what that is. You'll have to share a picture in the Crafty Chicks group. Hi, Betty in Troy, Illinois. And there's Terry Bronson, and there's Trisha and Susan. Hello, ladies. Look at this frame, you guys. Okay, I got to think about it. I think it was the Ark thrift store. Okay, this is really sweet. I love this picture. It's very, very, very Victorian, very old-fashioned, and it says on it, picture of girl reading. A young girl reading from Jean Hoard Fragonard, National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. It's a print. Okay, it was $3, you guys, for this frame. Check out the frame. Check out how ornate it is. Okay, it has a wire hanger on the back, and you can see the picture is just on a piece of cardboard. I'm going to replace the picture with something else, and then we're going to hang this beautiful wreath in there because I think it just fits in there perfectly. So anyway, I'm gonna paint this first, and then I think that's what we're gonna do with it. I had 2 projects lined up tonight. I had something else lined up, and then I found this frame and I thought, oh, I gotta use it. I gotta use it tonight. So let's see if I can get this put together. We're gonna start painting and see what we get. See what we get. This is an old frame. It's wood. It's not plastic, it's wood. I'm gonna paint the front. And then with all that detail, I'm thinking either white or gold. I was gonna do white gilding, or I mean gold, but I don't know, maybe white would be better. Uh-oh. I might have trouble with the, let's see, I might need to pull these out with a needle nose. Yep. I can pull it out. It screws right out of here, I think. To get the cardboard out, I need to unscrew the little wire out of here. Listen, these gorgeous frames from the thrift store, don't let this little bit of hardware hold you back. Okay. The girl on the print is glued onto this cardboard. So it's a nice, you hear that? It's a nice solid backing. So I'm going to keep this because I'm going to reuse it. But now I have my frame. Look at how pretty it is. Look at all that detail. So we're going to paint this, and because it's so ornate and so detailed, and because this, I'm going to put this in the center of it. I was thinking that a farmhouse type of paper might be great for the background, and so I have all these types of paper picked out. You guys can help me pick them out later, but first we got to get the frame needs to get painted. That's all there is to it. This gold is very, very outdated, very worn. We're just going to go ahead and paint it. I know, isn't it pretty? Joyce says, I love the frame. I'm so glad. Hi, Nancy from Michigan. Wait, somebody said, sorry, Grace. Hello. Kathy, nothing to be sorry for, my dear. Hello, hello. We're getting ready for granddaughter's wedding, Susan says. So we were at Hobby Lobby last week. Oh, Hobby Lobby, right? So much to see. Okay, I don't get there very often. I do shop online sometimes, but I don't get to the store very often. All right, look at. We got 3 different paints picked out for red. Red is red. No, it's not just red is red. I have, this one's called Permanent Red. This one, which I think is my favorite, is called Crimson Red. So see the difference, how dark it is? And then this one is called, oh, good gravy. I have to put it like way far away from my eyes. Primary Magenta. Who cares what the name is? I'm kind of liking the deep red. I'm kind of liking this one. It's kind of like a brick red, a deeper red. So I'm going to start applying this one, and we'll just see. We'll just see what it does. We'll see how we like it. I've been looking at my local thrift stores for frames, but I'm not finding any. Hey, oh, thanks, Colleen. She says, I love yours. Keep looking, Colleen. Like my experience, you guys tell me. Oh, I've never even opened this, you guys. I'm trying to squeeze paint out, and it's not even opened yet. You guys tell me, if you go to thrift stores regularly, how often do you go? Because like our local thrift stores, they definitely, one of them, I think, pretty much updates their stuff or puts stuff out on the floor like every day. I think the other one does too, but the word on the street is that every Tuesday is when they get their supplies. So like Tuesday, Wednesday is the best days to go. So how often do you go thrifting to your regular stores, if you do? Tina, the deep red, isn't it beautiful? It's from Master's Touch, and it's called Crimson. So pretty. I'm going to put it on here, and we're going to see this get transformed. Now listen, I have to get into the grooves of all that detail, so I am going to do little circles, because you're going to have to get into the grooves. I want red to be the basic color, and then I may come in and put some white or gold over this. I'm not sure. I'm going to see it painted red and then decide. I don't get too worked up about the back of it. The back of it is painted gold. No one's going to see that if it's hanging on the wall. So listen, you girls, this is for my home, for my own comfy nest, and I don't get worked up about being too perfect about this stuff. I want something pretty. I want something cute. I didn't spend a lot of money on it. Next year, I probably will change my mind on what color the frame will be. So listen, don't get yourself too worked up about this stuff. Just paint it for the season. Paint it for what you want it to be now. And next year, you can always change your mind, and paint is easy to replace. Paint is easy to change up. So I'm doing little tiny circles because I need to get in all of that detail. I need to get red inside all of that detail. So far, I'm liking that color. And actually, because the base was a deep gold already, it makes the red even deeper. Now, if the base was white, it might look this might look a little bit brighter than it does right now. But because it's already a pretty deep gold, we're getting deep, strong colors. And then I think I'm going to use a buffalo plaid, but I'm not sure. You guys can help me decide with the paper. I think a buffalo plaid paper is going to look really nice because it's going to, this is a very ornate frame with lots of detail. And I think the buffalo plaid or some kind of farmhousey paper is going to make it more modern and more whimsical. And it's going to tone down the fanciness. If that even makes sense. Does that sound right? Tone down the fanciness? All right, I'm doing this, and it's not hard to do at all, but I'm thinking if I had a paint sprayer, this would go a lot faster. That's all I'm thinking. 133. Tina says you're at 133 now. Bobby, thank you for sprinkling. Thank you for doing that. And whoever gave me stars, thank you, you guys. Woo, woo. I love me some stars. You guys, I'm saving up for a personal cutter. Once I get that silhouette, once I am able to get enough stars to get a silhouette, I'm going to start using the silhouette and creating projects with the silhouette, and probably I'll do some lives to show you guys how to maximize your silhouette. Used to use a silhouette a long while ago. I don't have one. I borrowed one for a while. I had a Cricut for a long time and used that, and then I borrowed a silhouette to compare the two. I like the silhouette better. And both, I've gotten rid of both since then. So it's time to reinvest. So that's where my all of the stars that you guys give me, that's where that's going. I see some more stars. Marlena, thank you for the stars. All right, look at. We're about halfway there. It doesn't take very long, you guys, to get this in. It's just, you know, when you have this much detail on a frame, you do kind of have to wiggle your paintbrush to get it into all those details. It doesn't take long. Oh, this paint, this Master's Touch paint, I think this brand is Master's Touch, yes. It's definitely a thick body paint, which actually is great for palette knife painting. Did you guys know I'm doing a palette knife painting challenge for the pumpkin? Oh, where is it? We're gonna paint a pumpkin together, and it's a palette knife painting challenge. So if you've never painted with a palette knife before, let's do it together. We're gonna have some fun. Listen, guys, the ticket's $15. It gets you in, and then you can invite a friend for free. So you're really getting 2 tickets for $15. I thought it would be really fun if we had a bunch of gals sign up. Men, you're welcome too, but I mean, let's be real. Most of the people who sign up for my workshops are women. Well, all have been women so far. Men, you're welcome, but there'll definitely be more women there. And I just thought, wouldn't it be fun for them to invite their BFF, their daughter, their granddaughter, their niece, whoever, their sister, their mom, to paint with them. So that's what it is, $15. The 2 of you get in, and I'm doing a door prize or more than one door prize, depending on how many people sign up the day of the event. It's actually on Halloween at 11 a.m. Central. We're gonna paint that palette knife. And then after the event, when everybody has shared their projects, I have 3 fun prizes for 3 different categories. Like, one of them is best combination of colors. One of them is the person who has taken the most creative liberty to do whatever they wanted with their pumpkin. And what did I come up with for the other one? I don't remember. But 3 fun little prizes for those who paint and share their projects in there. There'll be prizes given for that, and everybody who signs up for that event will get early access to my paid membership group, the Craft Therapy Club, which the doors to that don't open until November 22nd. So if you want in on that early, it's another bonus for signing up for the pumpkin challenge. All right, let's see what comments we got coming in. Shauna says, where do you get the Master's Touch paint? And honestly, Jennifer Gilder is mentioning Michael's. It's either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't know, one of the main stores. If you, I'm not sure, honey. I can't even tell you. Listen, when I go shopping at the stores, which I told you, they're 90 miles away from where I live. So if I get into the stores, I don't normally buy paint online, but if I get into the stores, I always go down the paint aisle and look and see, is there something I don't already have? Because I like to test out and trial different types of paint, brands meaning, matte, gloss, metallic, pearl, you know, lustered paint. I like trying them all. so that when I run my workshops, I have a good understanding of how they all work and when, you know, one is better to use than the other. So I don't remember where I picked this up, to be honest with you, but see how thick it is? It's not like Apple Barrel. And I use Apple Barrel all the time. Master's Touch is a lot thicker. It's more expensive, but it's a thicker paint. You get better coverage. And for palette knife painting, or any painting that you want texture, a thicker paint is really something you'd want to go with. Or add a texture medium to your paint. That's another option. All right, I'm almost done, you guys. Look at how dramatic that looks. Look at how dramatic. It's so deep and dark and beautiful. And I'm looking at my craft mat and it has sparkle all over it from the flock. This is sparkled. It has sparkle all over it, and there's sparkly stuff all over my craft mat. So sparkle lives here. That's what we need to know. Paint on my fingers. Isn't it pretty, Marlena? Buy the art paint. Dawn says you can find them by the art paints in a Hobby Lobby. I have a feeling both Michaels and Hobby Lobby carries that paint. But don't quote me on it, because like I said, those stores are 90 miles from where I live, and I do a lot of shopping online from all of the stores, so I would have to look it up myself. All right, it's sticky. This paint is sticky, and it's still wet, so it's sticky on my fingers. I'm not going to worry about the back right now for the sake of time, but I got the bulk of the front of it done. Look. All right, we need to dry this, so I'm going to take the hairdryer to it. Oh, I missed a good chunk right here. I just, it's not a chunk of the actual frame. It's just some of the details. So I'm going to wet my brush, and I have to really push the brush into all of that detail to make sure that it gets good and covered. All right, let's see. I'm going to do a once over here and check it all. You want to make sure that you get all of the inside too, like this inside lip right here. Want to make sure that you get that. It would be rather embarrassing to have the whole thing painted and then just miss a big section. But I'll tell you what, it could be painted and you'd be all done and have your thing put together, and there's no problem in going back and refinishing something. All right. Now listen, I'm not doing the back. I'm not doing it. It's gold, but it's going to hang on the wall like this, so nobody's going to see it. And for the sake of time, I think, but I would advise you, if, you know, it's going to be more finished if you do the back when you're doing your own. This one is a pretty, look at. It's a pretty ornate frame. So it was $3, you guys, $3 at the thrift store. I'm all about that. So I figured I'd pick it up. I put the red on it for Christmas. Let's pick out a paper to go behind it. And then we're going to just hang that flocked wreath on the top. It's so simple. So simple. And before we get to all that, I'm thinking about doing something to let that, I have my gold gilding wax picked out, or white paint. I haven't decided yet. I wanted to see the red on the frame, and then we'll decide how to highlight all of those details. Ugh, look at that. Yes, buddy? Do I get a kiss? Over here. Come on. You don't want to say hi to everybody? I love you. Good night. You say good night to everybody at least?
Bye.
Good night, boo. I'll come down in a few minutes when I'm done. That's my 13-year-old. Oh, he used to very happily come on here and say hello to all you guys. So that's what it is. They get to be teenagers and they don't want to be seen anymore. That's the way it goes. Those of you who have adult children or children beyond those years, you know that. All right, I'm going to erase this, or not erase it. I'm going to dry it, but I'm going to clean up that mess on my... Can you see that mess? If I lean in, I'm going to get paint on me. Hold on. hold the presses. Brand new sweater. Kind of new shirt. Not brand new, but kind of new shirt. Let me grab, you guys, I'm grabbing one of my several aprons because I do not want to get paint on my new shirt. Okay, listen, I'm going to lean in because I don't think you can see this that great. And now my shirt is touching the wet frame. I'm going to clean that up off my craft mat. Craft mat. Let's grab this dirty one. I'll tell you this about the Master's Touch paint. It's thicker. It doesn't clean up nearly as easily as the Apple Barrel. I do want to dry this up. It's very sticky. Unlike Apple Barrel, unlike the Waverly paint, when you go with these thicker body paints, they take longer to dry. You just have to know that. That's most of it. Still a little bit tacky. All right, we're going to see about adding some either gilding wax or gold paint to all these details on here. Boy, that's sticky, you guys. And we have to pick out a paper, which you guys can help me with. Sharita said, I'm fixing to say, where's your apron? Oh, I did not want to get it on my new sweater, especially. You guys are funny. Oh, I know, I did embarrass him, Shauna. I know. But he still came and gave me a hug, even though he put his hoodie on. He put his hoodie on. He does not want to be seen. My other one won't even say goodnight. Okay, the one, Gannon, who was up here a minute ago, is 13. My 15-year-old won't even, no, he doesn't even say goodnight anymore. He just goes to bed. And then I go downstairs just because I have to. I go downstairs and make sure that he's in bed, but he doesn't come up and say goodnight anymore. He's feeling wildly independent, apparently. So I told my husband today. He wanted to drive himself. He's got his license. He got it in August, my 15-year-old. And they were here for school today. I went to my doctor's appointment. The kids were here for school today. And he wanted, after school was over, virtual school, he wanted to drive to the gym. Yesterday was his last football game, so he wanted to go back to the gym today. And we decided, because the snow was so bad, that no, he's not, as a new driver, not going to be going to the gym when it's snowy and icy and there's slush and all that jazz. He was not happy with us. He did not approve of the parents' decision. This has to dry just a little more before we can put gilding wax on. Oh, we're at 128. And Jennifer, Jennifer Gilder sent me some stars. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm going to add another name to the prize basket. And then let's pick out some paper. That'll give this some time to dry. And then we'll figure out whether we should do, gold. I have a few different golds picked out. This is gilding wax that you would normally use for something like this, but my gilding wax is really old, so I don't think it's gonna work. Paint works just as well, I'll tell you, girlfriends. This gilding wax, listen, I'm embarrassed to admit it. Hold on. It's not even said in ounces. I would have to ask Alexa, how many ounces is 30 milliliters? How embarrassing. I bought this gilding wax. Do you want to see the price? This is mortifying. I can't even believe I paid this. I probably didn't pay this exactly. I'm guessing it was on sale. 25 bucks for this much gilding wax. That, I bought it years ago, but it is now dried out. And that's how much I used. Use your paint, girlfriends. Use your paint. You do not need to go out and get some fancy gilding wax. Learn from my mistakes. We can use paint. Hi, Heidi. Thank you, Sue. She says, such a pretty color. The driver's license did it. No kidding. All right, we got the red. It's in place. It's very dark, and you can see that all of the detail, oh, it's still sticky. All of the detail of this gorgeous frame are kind of like muted because of it's all one color. We're gonna fix that. But it is a really pretty color. That is Crimson in the Master's Touch. I don't normally use this brand. It's a heavier body than I'm usually using. I usually use either Apple Barrel, Folk Art, or Waverly. This stuff, it's thicker and it's tacky. Like it's not wet. Like there's none coming out on my hands, but it's tacky to the touch until it completely dries, and I don't love that about it. But apparently it's a really good paint. Okay, what happened to you guys? You got all flipped around on me. Hold on. I'm gonna grab you on my iPad here. What happened? I lost you for a minute. There we are. Comfy Nest is live. Yes, I am. There's the comments. So what would you do? Gold highlights on here, or would you do white? I think white would brighten it up more, but gold is going to be more fancy. Let me show you what I'm thinking for the center of it. Thank you, Geraldine. I love Wise Owl paint. I don't have much of it, but I have liked it when I've used it. I'll say that much. All right, let me grab another name from the comments to put into the prize basket. So you guys keep saying hello. Make sure that you let me know that you're here. Make sure that you sprinkle. You guys keep sharing the love. The more that you do that, the more names go in the basket. That's basically how that works. Thank you, Bobby. She says it's a beautiful red. Oh, Cheryl says to use gold. Heidi says to use white. Joyce says to use white. I love asking you guys. Tracy says gold. Okay, and Jennifer says, Jennifer Gilder, you're so smart. Depends on the paper. We need to look at the paper, and we need to decide on the paper. White, gold. Hey, Sue. Terry says gold. Lisa says depends on the paper. I know, I agree with you, girlfriends. Okay, hold on. How come I can only see some of these comments? Donna Fisher, your name's going in the prize basket, friend. Oh, I found a red pen. Your name went in the prize basket in red. Keep sharing, you guys. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do because I can't really decide. Gold is not going to show up as well as white. White's going to be much more contrast. I have two golds here, and I'm leaning toward the brighter one. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the white on, and you guys can, kind of vote. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm putting a little bit of gold paint on my finger. I'm gonna spread it out on my finger on my craft mat, and then I'm gonna just gently rub that on to my frame. You're gonna see it makes a crazy, it's just such a big difference. Then I'm gonna do white, so we're gonna compare the two, and then we're gonna look at papers and decide. I'm very visual, you guys, so hold on, let me grab some white. Oh my gosh, I have stacks of stuff over here. Where is my white paint? Well, do I have enough of this to go around? Hold on, girls. Oh, there it is. I found it. I wanted my little apple barrel because it's just easy to use. I've got the gold on there. Let me get a little bit of white. And you'll see the difference in the contrast between the two. Ugh, paint boogers. Those crusty things that come off. All right, it's huge, you guys. It's huge, the difference. And I don't have to go so bright. I'm gonna paint over that again. Don't worry. It's because it looks a little funky. But look at the difference. Here's the gold. Here's the white. Gold is fancy. Gold makes me think of like the Museum of Arts. Like that's a photo that might be like a picture frame that might be in the museum. Okay. Let's pick out our paper. Here's the deal. I have a ton of paper picked out that I love. You guys can help me decide. I'm going with the farmhouse theme, and I was flipping through this, and there are some really beautiful papers. I really do think, okay, so what I was doing is I was picking out a paper. This one's green. It's like a beautiful, like hunter green. And then that would be pretty, right? That would work really well. And then the frame being red, it's really gonna pop. So we have green polka dots. I tried the stripe, didn't work. Tried that one, it was too busy. There's like a, oh, that one's cool, but it's not right for this project. There was a buffalo plaid back here. This one. I'm a huge fan of the black and white buffalo plaid. I am a huge fan. I think, okay, so in this one, green and white, I have the green and then I have the black buffalo plaid. I'll put that on my other wreaths. Now, I have another, look at all the place settings I have, because I love them. This one's called Yuletide Blessings, and it's very farmhousey again. And here's the two that I picked out. Look at this one. It's a green shiplap, you guys. It's that same gorgeous green color. So it complements the wreath, but the wreath is white with all that flocking. Look at that one. Okay, that one I love. And then here's the other one. Wait, I better put my little bookmark in. I already went through these a little bit. You guys can tell me which ones you like. And then we'll make a decision. Okay, so this one's a buffalo plaid, but it's a mini check. It's really, really little. That's super cute. I don't care who you are. That one's super cute. All right, so we have mini buffalo plaid or green shiplap. So we have green polka dots, big buffalo plaid, mini buffalo plaid, or the green shiplap. And now, oh gosh, I have so many to pick from. This one is called Holiday Homestead. That's the name of the pack. And let's see, which one did I like in here? This is like a green plaid, green and black plaid. So again, the green really pulls out the green in the wreath. I kind of like that one. I have one more to show you, and then you guys just tell me what you think is best. I'm thinking the white gilding on the red frame. Oh, it's just another buffalo plaid, black and white, but it's diagonal instead of straight. I actually really like the diagonal. So you guys tell me, which did you like? I showed you like 5 different options, if you remembered them. Green shiplap, big buffalo plaid. Shiplap has 1, Terry says. Oh, Terry's already doing the counting. Oh, yay. Thank you for helping me. Amanda Moore, Julie Gum, Brenda Lucas, Cheryl, Donna, Janet. Oh my gosh, yes, Janet, Jennifer Gilder, Sue. All of you guys say green shiplap. Lindsay says buffalo plaid from the first book. I like the shiplap one too. Listen, I'm working on, should I even tell you? Hold on, where's, you guys, I get so excited. Hold on, I'm working on a project. I'm gonna do a tag event with some other girls. This is in the works, so just don't tell anybody, okay? Like, shh, this is our secret. I'm working on tags for an event coming up, and I have this green shiplap napkin. You're not seeing the whole thing, but it says blessed on it, but I used it on here on this tag. The green shiplap, I love it. All right, and we're saying that the shiplap won. Janet says shiplap, Donna says shiplap. Cheryl says, oh my gosh. There are a couple votes for buffalo plaid. Hey, Tammy Cummings. Wait, she says green and plaid. She likes the green one. Okay. Kathy likes the shiplap. Sean likes the mini buffalo plaid and the white paint. I like the white paint too. I think you're totally right about that, Sean. I think that the gold paint is too fancy or too, like, I don't know, too traditional. I think the white is more progressive. Leslie says use the big buffalo plaid. I love hearing from every single one of you. Diagonal plaid. Sudie, I'm a huge fan of the diagonal plaid. That black and white diagonal, I do love it. If it like, I think between the green shiplap and the diagonal plaid, those two are awesome. Sudie says too many choices. I know. These paper packs have so many good choices. Okay, look it. I think the white wins just because it's brighter. So let's go ahead and get the white on here. Okay, let's do that first. I'm not going to use my finger the whole time because it's just messy. So I'm going to get some white on here and a brush that makes sense. So I think I want a smaller brush than this one. Just a little brush that I can get some white paint on. And I want a dry brush. My paint's dry now. I'm going to go right over that gold. I'm going to cover it right up, so I don't have to worry about the fact that I already put the gold on there. This is going to brighten up this red paint a whole heck of a lot, and it's going to make it look more casual, more relatable, more farmhouse, and less fancy than the gold. The gold is gorgeous. The gold really is gorgeous, but it really just depends on the style that you're going for. There isn't one that's right, and there's not one that's wrong. It's just what are you looking for in terms of what you're trying to accomplish. And if I'm going to use a farmhouse paper, the white's going to look better. So I'm going to come in and with my paintbrush, so I don't have to be so messy, I'm just going to lightly go over all of that detail on my frame to make it pop and come off of the frame. And you don't want to avoid the stuff that doesn't have the detail on it. You want to hit all of it and get a nice white coat on it. I'll show you here. I'm going to hold it close so you guys can see. And listen, you guys, this is a super forgiving process. You don't have to worry about too much here. Just get your paint on there. I'll show you what that looks like close up. See what it's doing? It's pulling out all that, you see my wire there. It's pulling out all the detail. All that gorgeous detail on that frame that would disappear if you had just a one colored frame, if it was just one color like it was when I bought it, you lose all that detail. So you want to get some contrasting color, and it doesn't matter. You could go black on the frame and then do white or gold color on top or red color on top. I love turquoise. I love turquoise frames with white or red. Red and turquoise are beautiful together, actually. It doesn't really matter. Just you want to have one contrasting color on the bottom and a contrasting color on top so that it's dramatic, because then it's going to show all that detail that you have is just going to pop. And there, you guys can see, I'm not doing anything real technical here. I'm wetting the brush. I'm brushing it on. That's it. That's it. It's really easy. $3 frame from the thrift store. All these fancy frames that you see that are gold at the thrift store that have those prints in them that people got bored of, or they just, it was laying in their basement for so long and they got tired of it. Grab those frames that have all these details and look what you can do with them. They're just so pretty. They're just so pretty. And listen, paint is easy, right? Christmas is over. Spring comes and we're not even ready for Christmas, but what I'm saying is, when spring comes and you're ready to put your Easter stuff up, you could repaint this with your pinks and purples and get something equally beautiful, but with different color scheme. Paint is easy. You just repaint right over it when you're bored of it, when you're ready to be done. Okay, this was incredibly easy. Master's Touch Crimson on the bottom, and then I used Apple Barrel Snow White on the top. I'm going to hold it away from my face. So don't forget, don't forget your edges, because you don't want to hang it up on the wall and it look like that. Okay, you need your edges to match. So make sure that you also dry brush with white your edges so that it doesn't look so half done. Okay. I need a little more. I think I'm actually running out of paint. Instead of getting more paint, I'm just going to wet this a little bit to reactivate this paint, because I just have these edges to do. It's not a lot. And listen, if you go heavy-handed and you're like, oh man, I covered more than I wanted to on this, my red disappeared a little bit, just paint over it again with red. Paint is so forgiving. It's so easy to work with, you guys. And the darker you go with your white, let me show you. Let's take a place like over here. If I come in and I add more white and I make it more, it just makes the contrast even more dramatic. I need a little more paint. paint's drying out on me. Now that we have, because it's snowing, now that we have the heat running in the house, things are just drying up a lot faster. Okay, so when I come in and I add more paint here, it's just gonna make it brighter white so that the red, there's just more of a contrast. That's all that's gonna do. So you keep playing with it until you get the results that you want and you get the look that you're going for. It's just easy and fun. Easy, fun, and very forgiving, because like I said, if you decide, oh man, I shouldn't have added that second coat, I don't love it, just repaint it. It's really easy, you guys. It's not, this isn't hard. This is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. We're supposed to be having fun here. So just enjoy the process of it. Sandy Whittington, thank you for the stars. You're a rock star. Thank you for sending me stars. Okay, listen, I gotta find new rag, clean up this white paint. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate you. I want to get that wet paint off of there. Let's get our paper on the back of this. Now listen, you can cover up your girl. It's okay. Or you could flip it if you feel bad and cover up the cardboard. It doesn't really matter. We need to get this covered with some, we got to pick out our, where's our, here it is. Here's the one that I think everybody voted for. And it's the, thankfully these pads of paper come with more than one of these, each color. Where's the diagonal plaid? Hold on, the diagonal. It's not in there. It's in this one. This one is called White Christmas, and I got this from Michael's. They had them on sale last week. Here it is. Two books of paper, 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. But it was buy one, get two free. That's what the deal was when I got these. Okay, so here are the two it sounds like you guys voted for. Either, I'm going to hold them both up because I'm not sure. We got the red frame, and we're either going to go with, I'm super visual, so this is why I do this stuff. You guys either voted for diagonal plaid, or, and we can get this little wire. This is my wire for hanging it out of the way. Diagonal plaid or the black and white. Diagonal black and white or the green shiplap. These were our two choices that I think you guys voted for. And this is going to go in front. This is going to cover up most of it, you guys. But you guys, I feel like the black and white shows better. I think the black and white wins. You know what? Here's the thing though. All I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this paper to size. I'm not even going to glue anything. It's going to stick in this frame exactly to the same size. So I'm going to use my little rotary cutter. I'm going to use my backing, this girl, as my, I need to not cut on my, my craft mat. I couldn't even believe when I brought this home that the scrap paper fits in here perfectly. I'm looking for my rotary cutter, and I can't find my little one. Where'd you go, big doll? All right, I can't find the little one. I'm going for the big dog. I usually use my little one, but it's okay. This is so easy because, listen, if you cut your paper and you change your mind, just cut a new piece of paper. You'll still use your scrap paper for something. It's not going to go to waste. So I'm going to cut this to size, and then we're going to stick it in here and see, and you guys can help me decide which is the better option. All right. Easy breezy. It's just a cut piece of scrap paper. Okay? We're not committing to anything. We're not signing any contracts. This isn't a lease that we have to be worried about. You know, this isn't anything major. We're not committing to anything major here, but let's get this stuck in here and see what we think of it. And listen, the other thing, so you get this all painted and then you think, red, I'm not so sure about you. Repaint it white. Paint it silver would be really pretty, you guys. I think silver, now that I'm looking at it, I think silver would be gorgeous on this frame. Now, because of the hardware, you have to be uber careful to get your stuff back in place. So this is what we're looking at. I think that's cute peeking through there. What do you think? What do you guys think? Deborah likes the shiplap better. Mary says, you sent us the link for the craft mat and I can't find it now. Could you repost it, please? I can. It's in the Amazon store, but I definitely will help you with that, Mary. Hello, Miss Betty. She says, first time watching. Welcome to the Comfy Nest. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. And Sudie says, welcome to the Crafty Chicks. Yes. Cindy, welcome. So glad you're here. I think so too. Linda says that the black and white shows more of a contrast. Sean said that. Leslie said it. And Cindy said, Linda says, yes, it shows more of a contrast. Oh, but Vivian and Shelley like the shiplap. All right. We're in a paper war here. Listen, this frame is so old. They didn't even use those frame tabs that you can buy. I have a framing gun. They don't even have that here, you guys. It's like regular nails in the back of this thing. So this is one option. The wreath is 12 inches and it takes up the bulk of this space. You're not even seeing a whole lot of the paper, but that's one option. Okay. I love chatting with you guys and I love hearing what all of you think. Ay, ay, ay. It's better coming through the front. Here's the other option. I'm not going to cut it yet. Let's just stick it back here and see before I go through all the effort of cutting it. Oh, get it in there. Come on, baby doll. I talk to my crafts all the time. And you can see I call them baby doll. Come on. Work with mama here. Okay, listen. The green shiplap is more natural looking. The black and white diagonal check is more bold. And here's what I think. Jackie says, I'm a little late. You're okay. You can stop in whenever you want. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have a bunch of stars. Thank you so much for the stars, everybody. Thank you, Kim. Ann says shiplap, and Sue said no. Tammy wants the black and white. Dirk and Jen, they want the black and white. Kim wants the black and white. The plaid looks better. Samantha Frederick, she likes the black and white. Why do I ask? Because it's super fun. I think it's really fun to ask what everybody thinks. And here's my point. Whenever I ask this question, inevitably, every time I ask this question, inevitably there's like a 50-50 split where some people, and it doesn't matter what the project is, some people agree with one, it looks better, and some agree with the other, which proves my point completely. And this is really my philosophy with crafting and creating and what I want to motivate you as crafty women, women who love beautiful things to bring into their home, to your own comfy nest. Your comfy nest needs to reflect you. It needs to reflect you and your style and your family and your lifestyle. And so for some of you, black and white bold is it. That's you. And for some of you, the green shiplap is it. And neither one of them is wrong. Neither one of them is wrong. They're both equally awesome. So you do you. It doesn't matter which one I choose. Some of you are going to say, oh, she should have picked the other one. And that's okay, because if you decide to do this project, you pick you. You do whatever makes your little heart happy and reflects your family and your lifestyle better. So we have a lot of votes for the black and white. Honestly, I could go either way, but let's get this black and white in here. I'm seeing votes for both, and I, seriously, neither one of them is wrong. They're both equally beautiful in different ways. So listen, I'm reusing a $3 frame from the thrift store. So, and listen, if you want to cover the girl up, you don't want to see her, you just flip her over. The nails that are in here, they didn't use, I have like do you guys have that little framing gun that puts the tabs in so that you can frame things? I have one is super handy to have on hand. These are not those little tabs. These are nails. They're not the same. So I feel like they're a little harder. Ouch. I can't really bend them very easily. I'm trying to get one of my strong tools here to bend these so I can get this paper in. The tabs that I have are a lot easier to use, but they're not as vintage as this. This is a very vintage frame. Yeah, so the reason I asked the question is because it proves my point every single time that there's no right and there's no wrong answer. Listen, you know it. When you get together with your girlfriends for girls' night, some of you are going to wear a mini skirt and some of you are going to have your leggings on and some are going to have your comfy jeans or your comfy leggings, whatever it is. None of them is right or wrong. It just reflects who you are and what your style is. And that's what I love about asking the question, is that we get all these different answers and they're all perfectly good. So you keep answering the question to what your style is and you do you. Okay, well listen, I can't even with these stinking nails. I'm like struggling to get this in here. Come on, baby. I have to I think I must have had to bend this to get it out. I might have to pull these out, girls, with my needle nose so that I can push this back in. Right, there we go. Don't hurt yourselves. It's not that important. I've got the black and white in here. This was originally hung vertically, so this I'm going to take off with a needle nose later, and what I'll end up doing is probably propping this up. But let me get my glue gun going, because I'm going to glue the wreath right on here. Let me check comments real quick. Oh, Jackie, listen, I was dreaming again today about, I have a dream, like in my mind, I would love to host a craft retreat. I would love it to be a 2 or 3 day event. It would be so fun, but at the very least, a 1 day event. Jackie, and today I was dreaming about it again as I was driving to my doctor's appointment and back. So maybe someday we'll do a craft retreat where you guys can all come visit and craft together for the day or 2. Anne says we never have good frames or cool frames at our Goodwill. It's like a hit or miss thing. Sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't. Most of the time we don't. I actually got this one out of town. Like I said, I went 90 miles to my doctor's appointment. And on my way home before I hit the road, I hit one thrift store in that whole town. And I found this frame for $3. Look at $3. There's my little tag for the frame. I was like, heck yeah, for $3. Yay! Sudie says my thrift store just opened up. That's so fun. Good for you. Thrift stores almost always benefit a nonprofit. It's a good idea. It's a good idea to support them. Belia asks, where are you? I live in North Dakota. Where are you? Tell me where you are. I love to hear where you guys are all from. Yes, Jennifer says, craft retreat. Right? Wouldn't that be so fun? Oh, I would love it. Oh, Deanne says, I loved getting my napkins. We love Happy Mail. Look at the napkin. This was the first project I was going to do, was with one of the napkins from my napkin bundle on my website. I may just do that one tomorrow. That I was going to craft with that. And then I found this frame and the wreath today. Jackie, thank you for the stars. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Elsie says the shiplap goes with the frame better. I kind of like the shiplap too, but look at, this is going to be fine. Here's the thing too. You can do a couple of things. You can glue this on, or have you seen people use very wide ribbon and tie it too? I just feel like the frame wasn't big enough to use a wire ribbon. So I am going to glue this onto my paper. Let's see if my glue gun's ready. I got my cordless glue gun here. Are you ready? Nope, not ready yet. It's not hot enough. I can tell just by holding it. It's not ready. We're gonna let that go a minute more. All right, maybe I should pull some names for some Happy Mail. I've been sending out some napkin bundles and paper bundles. So decorative paper or napkins to craft with. That's what I've been sending out. They're kind of like minis. I sell from my website, I have crafty grab bags. They're mystery grab bags, and I have 2 different sizes, and you get all kinds of goodies in there. And they're just lots of craft supplies. So if you're like a craft lover, you might like my crafty grab bags. So check out thecomfynestwithgrace.com for my craft supplies, my craft bundles, my napkin bundles, and my kits. And you can sign up for the palette. We're going to do palette knife pumpkin challenge on Halloween morning. So this is fun. You buy your ticket for $15, you get a friend in for free. And then I'm doing 4 prizes from that event, so that'll be fun. So the party goers who go to that paint party will get to be part of the prizes. What stencil did I use for the pumpkin porch sitter behind me? This one? This is from Essential Stencil. This was from Essential Stencil. I go live for Essential Stencil as a brand ambassador every Thursday. So Thursday nights or Thursday morning, you'll find me live. And I have a coupon code. If you use my link, you'll get 10% off for your orders from Essential Stencil. And my code is just the Comfy Nest. Same as my business. Yeah, yes, Sean, I agree that owl napkin is super cute. Isn't that fun for winter? I'm just about to update. I have a fall bundle of napkins available now. And my Christmas napkins, most of them are here. So I'm getting ready to update that napkin bundle so that it reflects Christmas and the new year. Uh-oh. What happened here? My iPad went crazy and flipped you guys on me. All right, let's see if this is... I'm hoping that my glue gun is going to be hot enough or like substantial enough to hold this in place. And I'm going to glue the back of a couple of these leaves right onto... Oh, look what I forgot to do. Notorious. I'm notorious for not taking tags off things. So you could come to my house and look at my decor, and it's like that woman from that show. That lady who used to wear her hat and have her tag still on her hat. What was her name? Minnie something, or I don't know. I didn't watch the show, but I knew who she was. That's me with my craft supplies. I don't know why, but I forget to take the tags off things. I think I just get too excited. All right, I think I got those 2 down. I can feel the heat through the leaves. I'm gluing this right to the paper. So listen, I'm gluing the leaves right to the paper. The paper is on top of my backing. I don't want to push on that with my finger because it's so hot. Paper's right on top of my backing of my frame. This is the way I look at this, you guys. And I'm gonna glue one more spot over on this side so that it really stays on there well. When I'm bored of this, because I get bored pretty easily with my home decor, when I'm bored of it, I'm going to take the whole thing apart and I'm going to rip the paper off the wreath. I can reuse the wreath because I only glued the back of the leaves on the wreath to the paper. The paper will come right off. The leaves will be fine from the back. And I can reuse the frame, I can repaint it, I can change out the paper, I can use the wreath somewhere else. And none of it costs me a whole lot of money, and I have this really cute, and what I like about this, you guys, what I love about something like this is that it's kind of 3D. So we have like this vintage frame that's been repainted, and it's red, which is festive for the season coming up. We have the paper, which is the buffalo plaid. It's very modern. And it's very farmhousey, so it's on trend. And then this gorgeous flocked wreath, which it's very traditional, but it has the sparkle in it. I don't know if I held it up closely enough that you could see that the leaves have a little bit of sparkle to them. I'm not sure that you're going to be able to see that. Even though they're flocked, they do have a little bit of sparkle, but all of it can come apart and all of it can be redesigned and reused later. I'll be able to prop this up on my mantle. And it's just a really inexpensive. The wreath cost me $6. The frame cost me $3 at the thrift store. And the paper came in a pack that I got buy 1 pack, get 2 for free. So it's all very economical, very trendy, vintage, farmhousey. It's got everything that you could possibly want to it. And the thing is, when you're recreating something like this, you can do you. Like, if you like I really do like the green shiplap a lot. You can do whatever color you want in the back. That's what I love about it. And I love that you guys all answer the question and none of you are wrong. Not a single one of you. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Tammy. She said everything you do is nice. Thank you. It's so simple and easy, and you can prop it up somewhere, and when you get bored of it, you switch it out. Listen, if you wanted to put this on your front porch, even in the elements, it costs less than $10 to make this little decorative wreath. Okay, you could position it either way. You want to position it this way, position it this way. You want to position it this way, you can do that. Either way, you can prop it up somewhere, and for $10, if it gets worn and weathered in the snow, in the rain over the winter, you're not out a whole heck of a lot. That's for darn sure. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Shawn. I so appreciate that support. Let me pick some names for the prize basket in terms of picking some winners. Let me see. Who do we have on board? Okay, listen, I'm going to pick 2 names to send prizes to. I send Happy Mail every month, a couple of times a month during my lives. I send Happy Mail. The names that go into the Happy Mail basket come from the comments. So I randomly choose from the comments. With every 25 viewers, I add names to the basket. So let me pull 2 names. Whoever I pull, you just need to email me your mailing address so that I can send you your prize. Thank you, Miss Melissa. You guys, Melissa Taylor, go check out her page, The Graceful Barn. She's one of my crafty, creative, business owning friends. She's in a couple of the coaching groups, and we are doing this tag event in December. Melissa paints she paints farms and animals, and her business, she has her own membership group. So go check out The Graceful Barn with Melissa. She's a fabulous person. You guys will love her. She's so sweet. Yes, and Shauna says, I want to copy this idea. I want to go shopping for old frames and wreaths, right? Right? If you ever see frames on the side of the road that somebody's getting rid of, those old vintage frames that are gold and they're really not that pretty, you guys can paint them so easily. So don't ever let them go. You hold on to them. Let's reuse them and recycle them, make pretty things out of them. Okay, we got the prize basket. We're going to pull some names. I got Sandy Pruitt-Wiles. You just won some Happy Mail. So Sandy, make sure, oh, don't go anywhere. Somebody was trying to pop out of the basket. Make sure you email me with your mailing address and email address. Next one is Brenda Barrett. So I have Brenda Barrett here. You 2 are winners of some Happy Mail. You guys, do me a favor. If you got any value from what I'm sharing, please do the same. Sprinkle it out there. If you're new, let me know that you're new. I'd love to welcome you. The Craft Therapy Club, my pay membership, opens on November 22nd, but I have my palette knife pumpkin challenge coming up on Halloween, and all of those party goers get early access to my paid membership club. So if you're interested in any of those things with crafting with me on a monthly basis, I hope you'll join me. Well, let me check and see if there are any other questions or comments. I'll hold this up so that those who are just coming on can see what we did tonight. Oh, you totally could. Linda says, could you put a small sign or an ornament on it? You totally could. Something that would be really pretty would be to hang like a galvanized, you know, they have those galvanized words that say thankful or blessed. Those would be really pretty. I love that idea. Oh, Melissa, you're so sweet. Sue says, I'm so glad you picked the black and white. It's a good choice. I think both of them were great choices, to be honest with you. And look at it. It goes great either way. It goes good either way. I'm so glad you guys like it. Yes, and Tammy's saying it would be really good with contrasting ribbon. You're right about that. The wreath is 6 inches, Shauna, and I got them from Hobby Lobby today. I bought 3 of them. All of the Christmas stuff today, I went to return something. I bought for our mantle. We've never had a mantle. We just bought this house a couple of years ago, and we have a mantelpiece, and we've never hung our stockings from a mantle. This mantelpiece that we have, I haven't put nails in it. I'm just too nervous about doing that. It's a piece of wood that we bought from a wood company Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just did not want to put nails in it for our stockings for Christmas. So I bought those little hangers that you can put on your mantle, and they didn't work. I bought them from Hobby Lobby. Our mantle is like raw wood. It's like a raw wood pillar, basically, that they've attached to our fireplace. And it's not square, so these things didn't work. So I needed to return them to Hobby Lobby. So when I went in there, all the Christmas stuff is 50% off. I was like, what? Wait, what? And these were in the Christmas. And I think these are not just Christmas. I think these are just all winter long. You could have these hanging up. They're flocked as though, you know, snow, but they have all this gorgeous sparkle on them. They're like glistening with a little bit of sparkle. And they say that they're 12 inches. They're Barb's Tree Farm 12 by 12. They were originally $12.99, so they were $6, right? $6.50 for each one. And I bought 3 of them because I was originally thinking I would hang them with a red ribbon attaching the 3 on a long wall that we have in our kitchen that's long and narrow. But then I found the frame and I realized that, well, one of these would fit perfectly in the frame. So if anybody goes to Hobby Lobby, I could use one more wreath. I'm just kidding. My kids have no school on Thursday and Friday. And I threatened to take them back to Grand Forks because they need like ski stuff. They need like snow pants, and they don't even have coats that fit my children. They're 13 and 15, and they grew out of their winter coats from last year, we realized the other day. So they were like, Mom, it's snowing and we don't have winter coats. So I said, maybe we need to go to Grand Forks. Maybe we need to go to Grand Forks to go get you coats and go to Hobby Lobby. So we're supposed to get another 5 inches of snow on Thursday, so I'm not sure that we'll make that trip. But either way, I could always shop online, girls. I'm never afraid to do that. I do too, Pam. The frame is so cool, right? Thrift store frame for $3, and I painted it. Painted it red and then added all this white distressed paint to it. I'm so glad you guys love it. I'm so glad. Yeah, Melissa's probably saying wow to the snow because Melissa lives in the South. You guys don't get that kind of snow. You're welcome, Miss Terry. You guys have a beautiful, blessed night. Stay safe. Message me with any questions you have. If you're catching the replay, let me know that so I can offer you a warm welcome. Those of you who are new, again, welcome to the Comfy Nest. Please follow and like my page. I appreciate it. Jackie says, Grand Forks, good idea. You guys sleep well. Take care. Many blessings. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.